Fascism is a revolutionary species of political modernism originating in the early 20th century, whose mission is to combat the allegedly degenerative forces of contemporary history, decadence, by bringing about an alternative modernity and temporality, a new order and a new era, based on the rebirth or palingenesis of the nation. Fascists conceive the nation as an organism shaped by historic, cultural and in some cases ethnic and hereditary factors, a mythic construct incompatible with liberal, conservative and communist theories of society. The health of this organism they see as undermined as much by the principles of institutional and cultural pluralism, individualism and globalised consumerism promoted by liberalism, as by the global regime of social justice and human equality identified by socialism, in theory as the ultimate goal of history, or by the conservative defence of tradition. The fascist process of national regeneration demands radical measures to create or assert national vitality and strength in the spheres of art, culture, social cohesion, the economy, politics and foreign policy. In the acute crisis conditions which prevailed in Europe after 1918, fascists saw the natural vehicle for this regeneration, once a critical mass of popular support was achieved, in a nationalist movement with both a mass base and paramilitary cadre that in the transition to the new nation would use propaganda and violence to create the new national community. The charisma of fascist leaders depended on their success in performing the role of a modern prophet who offered his followers a new maze way worldview to redeem the nation from chaos and lead it into a new era, one that drew on a mythicized past to regenerate the future. Fascism can thus be interpreted on one level as an intensely politicized form of modernist revolt against decadence. Its modernist dynamics in the interwar period are manifested in the importance it attached to culture as a site of total social regeneration, its emphasis on artistic creativity as the source of vision and higher values, its adherence to the logic of creative destruction, which in extreme instances could foster genocidal persecutions of alleged racial enemies, its conviction that a superseded historical epoch was dying and a new one was dawning, and the virulence of its attacks on materialism, individualism, and the loss of higher values allegedly brought about by modernity. They also condition the way it operates as a modern revitalization movement, the extreme syncretism of its ideology and its draconian acts designed to bring about the cleansing, regeneration and sacralization of the national community and create the new fascist man. Constructed in this way, the distinctiveness of fascism can be encapsulated in the shorthand definition. Fascism is a form of programmatic modernism that seeks to conquer political power in order to realize a totalizing vision of national or ethnic rebirth. Its ultimate end is to overcome the decadence that has destroyed a sense of communal belonging and drained modernity of meaning and transcendence, and usher in a new era of cultural homogeneity and health.